see, what happened was, with the launching of Sputnik in '57, basically everybody just goes bonkers crazy. So this is Delta One. It is the heart of the Delta flight. The Delta flight is 1/5 of the entire 66th Strategic Missile Wing, or pardon me, Strategic Missile Squadron, because the 44th Strategic Missile Wing is made up of the 66th, 67th, and 68th Strategic Missile Squadrons. Now each squadron, with 5 flights, one flight is a package of 10 missiles. So 5 flights per squadron, that's 50 missiles. 3 squadrons per wing, that's a package of 150 missiles that were here in South Dakota. This site here controlled 10 missiles, basically arrayed like spokes on a wagon wheel around here. Now, we say that, but if you look at a map of it, it's not perfect. It's all kind of jagged and everything else. But none of these sites were closer than about 3 miles to each other. That was for nuclear survivability. And then they're all interconnected by a ground wire called a Hicks, or hardened inner site cable. And the Hicks cable is hardened against penetration and electromagnetic pulse. But this was inside this area was a security cordon. Outside was kind of regular public lands. That's one of the reasons for the gas pump everybody asks us about, because you actually had roving patrols going on in the squadron, and in order to gas up their vehicles, because an armored vehicle is not exactly a fuel efficient vehicle, they could pull up and the facility manager, the senior non-commissioned officer, could come out, take their fleet card for that vehicle, and charge it against that account for how much fuel they took off for that vehicle. And therefore they did not have to enter the secure zone. But every morning for roughly 30 years, a pickup truck came out here and stopped. 2 Air Force members got out, came over to this gray box, opened it up and made a phone call into that office where those 2 windows are looking at us. And they had to identify themselves, give their trip number, and then also authenticate. They had a couple tries to do it, and if they didn't successfully do it, they had to go all the way back to Ellsworth to come back. But 99.9 times, they got it right, nailed it. So what happened is, in there, they would go ahead and press the button, the electric lock would release, and one of the security force guys would go ahead and pull this open for them. Now, this shows you how early this is, because it's not a power gate. It's a man gate. So come on inside. We're relatively shallow at only 31 feet underground. There's some that are a lot deeper. But here, because of the water table and the geology, this is as deep as they can go. Our 8-ton glass door. With the launching of Sputnik in '57, basically everybody just goes bonkers crazy, and they come up with this plan in the Air Force they call concurrence, which basically means they're going to come up with every idea they think is viable and proceed forward with the first generation and see how that looks, which gave us Wing 1 and Wing 2 of Minuteman, and also gave us Titan 1. you talk to any of the Minuteman 3 guys, and if you can get them anywhere near talking about accuracy, the closest they'll tell you is, like, I've had them ask me, do you have a window in your office? I said, yeah, and they said, we can put the warhead on your desk.